Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Monday, May 22nd, 2023. Thank you guys so much for tuning into Loud Majority Live here on this beautiful day. Well, what a beautiful day yesterday was. What an absolutely awful day Saturday was. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button. Keep sharing this video out all over the place. Invite your friends to like the page. Help us get to 40,000 subscribers on Facebook. If you're watching on Rumble, please do, once again, guys, make sure you're following the Rumble page. We are closing in on 3,000, and I'm getting excited about it. We are so close, ever so close to 3,000 on Rumble. And I like round numbers, so make sure you guys are following the page, sharing the video out all over the place. Also, guys, head on over to loudmajorityusa.com. Sign up for the newsletter. Check out the shop. You guys can pick up all of our new stuff over there. Let me pull this bad boy up real quick. You guys can check out all of our new stuff over there. Our Let's Go Brandon beach towels. Our Donald Trump did nothing wrong shirt, which I'm wearing right now. News 12 sucks. As fake news gets, of course, because News 12 does suck. Everyone knows that. News 12 didn't even take it upon itself to cover the fact that our legislature is actually fighting back for us. They're actually doing a little bit for us, and I'm very happy about that, which we're going to dive into in a second. If you're on the website and you go to loudmajorityusa.com, use promo code LFA to get 20% off everything on the website. That's promo code LFA for 20% off everything on the website. Sorry for the late start today. Monday traffic, things happen. However, it was a fiery day out here in Long Island, which I'm very proud of. Apparently, our legislature has begun to fight back to block asylum seekers, illegal immigrants coming from New York City. We've got everybody there. We've got picture to your left, but looking to the right, Kevin Sabella. He's running for Babylon Town Council. Make sure you go out and vote for him. The great Manny Villar in that tan suit, the Republican chairman of East Hampton. Awesome guy. Idiots in the back standing with stupid shirts that say hate and fear have no home here. Immigrants are welcome. Of course, none of the people holding up any of these signs will take it upon themselves to house any of these illegal immigrants. They will just, force it in your schools and your neighborhoods. Obviously, we know that the Kings Park Psych Center is one of the places they are looking to house these illegal immigrants, which just shows you how little Democrats actually care about immigrants. If you've been to the Kings Park Psych Center, you know that the buildings are run down. It's filled with asbestos. We can't knock the buildings down for some reason. I don't know. It's run by some state park committee or something that doesn't allow us to do that. I'd love to knock those buildings down, keep everybody safe. Obviously, there's no plumbing in there because the copper has been stolen from there many moons ago. Many moons ago. So, what will they do if they put it at Kings Park Psych Center? If they put them at the Kings Park Psych Center? Well, here's what they'll do. They will put up giant circus tents, the really long ones. They'll get like military barracks, like bunk beds, and it'll just be a big camping trip outside filled with porta potties and shower buses. It'll be filth and garbage, and it'll be terrible for everyone involved. It'll be terrible for the immigrants. It'll be terrible for the residents. It'll be terrible for the schools, because here's what you have to understand. The minute they put up one of these camps, doesn't matter where you are, whether you're in, I don't know about the laws in Texas, but wherever you put up these camps in New York, the children of these immigrants get access to schooling, which, okay. But could you imagine if they put a couple thousand families in Kings Park? Every one of those kids will immediately be enrolled in Kings Park schools the next day. That means your class of 25, 27 will go to a class of 40, 45. Are you paying for that? Is that what you signed up for? Of course not. But idiots Hate has no home here. No fear. Immigrants are welcome. Blah blah. The sloganeering of the left is absolutely is always something that blows my mind because slogans actually don't achieve anything, except Democrats seem to believe that it does. But this from Newsday, who actually covered it yesterday, which I'm shocked by. Suffolk County Republican legislatures, during a press conference in Hauppauge on Sunday, said they will hire a lawyer to explore what can be done to block the migrants from being placed in Suffolk County. It remains unclear what, if any, steps the county can legally take to remove the immigrants from being placed in Suffolk County as hundreds of asylum seekers arrive in New York every day. The legislature's presiding officer, Kevin McCaffrey, who you know is awesome because he's from Lindenhurst, did not offer any specifics. McCaffrey said the 18-member governing body will soon vote on a measure to hire special counsel to pursue any and all legal options available to protect the unfunded location of asylum seekers in Suffolk County. I wouldn't call them asylum seekers. They're illegal immigrants. Obviously, they all can't be seeking asylum, all of them. All of them are fleeing war. All of them are fleeing death at home. Of course not. They're economic migrants. There's been economic migrants as long as human beings have lived. And I hate to say it. I really do hate to say it because I feel bad. I wouldn't want to live in Honduras either. However, that is not my problem. That is not your problem. That is not Eagle Pass, Texas's problem. That is not New York City's problem. That is Honduras's problem. Not our problem. McCaffrey, who spoke before an audience of protesters and supporters at the William H. Rogers. I wish I could have went there yesterday. I wish I could have went. I'm so pissed. Unfortunately, I was at a prior engagement, but it would have been fun to go there. I think it would have been a good time. McCaffrey, who spoke to an audience of protesters and supporters at the William Rogers Legislature building, said that the legislature has not yet decided who the council will be. Mayor Eric Adams said on Sunday, 42,000 migrants are in the city's care. That would cost the city $4 billion in the next year. Well, you know what? You asked for it, bro. You asked for it, Eric Adams. We don't want this out here. I know one idiot from the Three Villages was holding up a sign saying no fear, no hate, which doesn't mean anything, which doesn't solve a single problem. But we didn't ask for this here in Suffolk County. As a matter of fact, we did everything possible to ensure that it wouldn't happen. And quite frankly, I'll be honest with you, I have a very easy solution for this problem. When Eric Adams and Eyebrows Hochul ships these illegal immigrants out here to Suffolk County, here's what we do. When the buses get here, we just have them keep going, turn back around, and go right the hell back where they came from. Don't even let them off the bus. Bring out the sheriffs. They won't get off the bus. Or drop them off at Joy Behar's house in the Hamptons. I think that would be absolutely hilarious. New York City Mayor Eric Adams said that this is not sustainable for us, and we believe this is not right for the people. Adams told Jonathan Capehart. New York City is under a legal mandate to provide shelter to whoever needs it. Yeah, because you ran on being a sanctuary city, bro. You ran on being a sanctuary city. We did not. In most areas, we're not even asking localities to help manage a quarter of 1% of the asylum seekers that have arrived in New York City. Again, with New York covering the costs. He said, we will continue to communicate with our local elected officials as we open more emergency sites. Well, you know what you could use as an emergency site? El Salvador. But you won't do that because you are afraid of your left wing. You are afraid of your left wing, Eric Adams. And that is why it is not possible for you to actually do what you know needs to be done. Why not call on your president to, close the border? That would be a good way to start. That would be a fantastic way to start. But that is the world that we live in. That is the world that we live in. He just complains and complains. And this is getting national attention now. He was on with Margaret Brennan on Face the Nation. Or was it Face the Nation? Well, whatever Margaret Brennan hosts on CBS. Quote, if this is properly handled at the border, this issue can be resolved while we finally get Congress, particularly the Republican Party, to deal with comprehensive immigration reform. See, this is what Democrats will do. We have a solution for the border. We have a great solution for the border. Close it. Shut it down. No more. We are full. If Eric Adams is trying to tell Margaret Brennan on Face the Nation that New York City, which has 8 million people in it, can't handle another 50,000, that is a way, that is him telling us that New York is full. And if New York is full, I assume that every other state is full. Or why doesn't Greg Abbott ship them to Denver, bring them to Aspen, send them back to Martha's Vineyard so we can see how real liberals act. So we can see how the real liberals act. But he won't. He won't do that because he's a coward. It's good to see that. Oh, God. This Newsday article, I'm bringing this one back up. Because, of course, Newsday cites this woman. If you're from Long Island, you know who she is because she sucks something awful. Here we go. Asylum seeker, seeking asylum and being a refugee is not illegal, said Shoshana Herskowitz, founder of the advocacy group Suffolk County Progressives. It really isn't about funding. It's about bigotry. Meh. Oh, go cry somewhere else. And that woman teaches at Stony Brook University. Unreal. We'll see what happens. Judges in Orange and Rockland County, where New York City has tried to ship migrants, have granted local officials' request to temporarily suspend the plan to house several hundred illegals at hotels there. These policies have been challenged through a federal lawsuit filed by the New York Civil Liberties Union. Man, the ACLU sucks. And they've sucked for a long time. On Wednesday, Adams' deputy for Health and Human Services said that although Suffolk and Nassau counties have yet been asked to take in migrants, each could be asked at some point. Governor Kathy Hochul said on Thursday that the state was considering using SUNY campuses as a temporary migrant housing. No. Legislator Manny Esteban, whose online bio says his parents were from Cuba and Colombia, were one of the few Republican legislators not to attend on Sunday. He noted that those who seek asylum are abiding a legal process. Come on, Manny, you can do better than that. But look, the part of it that I find to be so funny is that they're using the SUNY schools. They're going to use Cortland and Farmingdale and Ithaca and Geneseo. Notice what schools they're not using. If they're going to use Cortland and Ithaca, there's another gigantic school right next to it, Cornell. If Eric Adams wanted to, why doesn't he use the gymnasium facilities at NYU and Columbia? Why don't they put them in St. John's? I'll tell you why. Because those are private schools. Okay? Rich people don't have to deal with that. The rich white liberals who go to those schools, who hold up their stupid ass signs that say hate has no fear here, no fear, no hate, no bigotry, those people will never have to deal with that. But you, the poor people, the middle class people who worked their ass off your entire life to send your kids to a SUNY school so they can get a 4-year degree in keg stands, you will have to suffer. And look, it's only a matter of time until something happens here. Let's be honest. You're not putting families here. The majority of the people that are being placed here are military-aged men. Why would you be concerned about, 26-year-old migrants who we have no idea who they are, no idea about their criminal record, being surrounded by, 19-year-olds who have never left their house before? Yeah. This is going to go real well. Even Steve Ballone, the Democrat, came out and had the right statement. Quote, the public has every right to be angry about the policy failures that have led to this crisis, and I urge everyone not to direct their frustrations at the families who are coming from desperate circumstances and seeking. Look, it's not these people's fault. I don't blame them. Think about it. If you lived in Nicaragua, would you try to get to America? I know I certainly would. I understand why they're coming, but guess what? I got news for you, okay? There are 1 billion poor people in the country. 1 billion poor people in the country. Can we take them all in? America's got a population of 330 million. Can we take in 1 billion poor people? And look, we could if we want to, because you see, what's amazing is Democratic policies have led to there being so much room in this country. So much room in this country. As Breitbart shows here, first off, before I even read this, I love the picture to the right. Can you guys see this? You guys see Trump sitting with Fat Al Sharpton back before he looked like an alien? I love that photograph. It turns out we could take in 500,000 migrants because New York City has lost nearly 500,000 people in the last 2 years. And why have they done that? Why have they lost 500,000 people? I'll tell you why. It's because of nonsense Democratic policies, stupid COVID mandates that nobody wants to follow. So everyone with means has left. Even Billy Joel, look, sing me a song, Piano Man, but keep your politics out of it. Your child's godfather is Andrew Cuomo. I'm not quite sure why you did that, but Billy Joel just sold his beautiful Sag Harbor estate, $49 million. And where did he go? Florida. Why don't we put them there in Sag Harbor? Oh, no, because that's where the donors live. That's where the rich people live. That's where, in the eyes of Kathy Hochul and Eric Adams, that's where the people who vote correctly live. But it turns out, nope, they're not going to put them there. They're going to put them next to your children. Shoshana Herskowitz, founder of the Suffolk County Progressives, I promise you, is not housing any migrants in her home. She's not going to have any in her house. She just wants them near yours. Because she knows they're not going to be up in the 3 villages. No. Oh, no. No. Yeah. Maybe she does. Absolutely. Let's jump into the live chat a little bit. Let's see how everybody's doing in here. Dive in. What's going on, Matthias? How are you? Born Red. Kitty R. Tourism will be crushed out here. If they yes, you're damn right they will. You're absolutely right. Tourism will be crushed. Because now, with all the vacant hotel rooms, and this is important to understand about what New York City is doing here. If all these hotel rooms remain vacant, that forces the hotels to lower the price of the vacant hotel rooms, thus giving people from the outside, tourists, more of a reason to come to New York because the hotel rooms are cheaper. But now that they're being subsidized by the city, by the state, by the federal government, those hotel rooms can now remain high. It's going to kill tourism. Also, if you're a family coming from Ireland and you want to go visit the Statue of Liberty, or you want to go to Rockefeller Center, are you really going to go and stay in a hotel filled with 1,000 illegal immigrants from El Salvador? No. Why would you? I wouldn't do that. If I was going to Ireland and I found out that there were a bunch of illegals from Northern Ireland there, people, I don't know, in the IRA, I wouldn't go there. Would you? I certainly would not. Unbelievable. Ken, what's going on? You're running wild in the chat, bro. How's things? The hotels are making a fortune, and they don't really care. Absolutely, Janet. Absolutely. Before we dive into the next story, a quick word from the great Mike Lindell.
You're still looking good.
I'm still feeling good. You know, I've got all your MyPillow products. Mattress topper, bed sheets, MyPillows, towels, slippers, blankets, sleepwear, dog beds.
Whoa, Charles. Everyone now can get MyPillow products at huge discounts at MyPillow.com. That's right. Now's the time to go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of our 3-in-1 sale. We're bringing you exciting new products, overstock specials, and closeout deals you won't find anywhere else. For example, when you buy one of our brand new MyPillow 2.0s, you get another one absolutely free. And with our overstock sale, you save 50% on our luxurious Giza Dream bed sheets. That's as low as $29.99 for the best sheets ever. And with our biggest closeout special, you get our all-season slippers for only $35. Or our sandals and slides for just $25. Quantities are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone.
Guys, please do support the people who support this show, the great Mike Lindell, all the phenomenal work he's doing. Go to mypillow.com, promo code LOUD. That's mypillow.com, promo code LOUD. Help support this channel. Oh, great, now we're treating to this commercial again. Sorry. Got to pay the bills here, guys. Got to pay the bills. I know everyone thinks that, it's free and easy to do this, but I'm going to support the companies who support me. So head on over to mypillow.com, promo code LOUD. Hey, look, if you don't want commercials, buy more T-shirts. Over at loudmajorityusa.com, believe me, I don't want to have to run commercials on here. But, every time I get a job, I got to hear from people in the chat about how I've sold out and all that bullshit. So you know what? If you don't want commercials, turn the show off. But so go to mypillow.com, promo code LOUD. Giddy up. Now it's time to dive into our next story here. Oh, no. Shit. Hold on. Let me pull it back up. Accidentally X'd it out. It's amazing. Remember when we were told by the left that certain things don't happen in this world? That oh, no. Trans people aren't taking over women's sports. Lenny's not in the chat, Ken. Or is he? Is Lenny in the chat and he's just not saying anything? I don't think he's in the chat, Ken. You're talking to yourself. Thank you so much, Ken. Yeah. So, we're being told that this sort of stuff doesn't happen. That trans people aren't taking over women's sports. Oh, yeah, well, high school track star appears to give the thumbs down after she was pushed out of the state championships by a transgender competitor. She calls it being cheated. No way, you don't say. You don't say. A high school athlete took home second place medal in the crucial high school track and field competition in California over the weekend, sparking fierce backlash as the fourth place medalist appeared to give a thumbs down at the podium. Athena Ryan, a junior from Sonoma Academy, claimed the silver medal. Here it is. Here's the video. This poor girl could have won All-State. But instead lost to a dude. Or, oh yeah, is it All-State? Ryan, a transgender female, now qualifies for the California Interscholastic Federation State Track and Field Competition next week after finishing in the top three. The high school track star, who claimed fourth place, losing a shot to compete for the state championship, appears to be giving a thumbs down at the podium placement ceremony in Dublin, California. Adeline Johnson, a senior at Branson High School, is seen on video waving to the crowd before appearing to give an unhappy gesture. Of course she's giving an unhappy gesture. She was cheated out of going to the state tournament. By a gigantic guy. It is unclear who Johnson was giving the thumbs down to, but the clip was posted on Twitter by Independent Counsel on Women's Sports Icons. Ooh, I like that. On Sunday, quickly collecting over 500,000 views and a flurry of support for the track star being snubbed out of a chance to compete further. As a former California state champion high jumper, I think this is the complete and utter nonsense. I'm embarrassed for our state and feel sorry for the girls who were cheated out of the process, Darren Marble tweeted. The Post has reached out to Branson High School and Sonoma Academy for comment. But remember, we were told this doesn't happen? And look, particularly when it comes to high school kids, I feel bad for them. I feel bad that this transgender student is facing some kind of a backlash because they competed in this tournament. But you know what? We allowed it to happen. Okay? We allowed this to happen. It's sad. As you know, Riley Gaines talks about it all the time on whenever she does interviews, that she's not concerned for her. She's concerned for the girl who comes in 9th and 16th. Because those are the people who miss out on opportunities to advance their swimming careers, to advance their running careers, like we see here. Those are the people who miss out on being considered All-Americans. Those are the people who miss out on being considered All-Conference, or whatever the title may be, because gigantic men like William Thompson compete against women. But we're told this doesn't happen. We're told these things don't happen. Unfortunately, here's just one more example of it happening. And I know that we're all supposed to pretend, oh, no, this is just, whataboutism, or this is about, these sorts of things don't happen. Just like fake racial hoaxes don't happen. Just like all of that stuff doesn't happen, except when you get people who are claimed to be racist, who have actually done nothing wrong. Who remembers the city bike Karen from last week? Remember that one? Pregnant racehorse victim to sue for defamation? Good, I hope she sues the pants off every single one of them. As we covered for PJ Media, in the latest Smollett-style race hoax that involves a visibly pregnant physician's assistant who is accused by a gang of urban youths of trying to steal their e-bike. So in case you guys don't remember what happened there, you go up to the e-bike, you scan your phone. You take out your little Citibank bike, you ride around, and you put it back into the holster at a different area. It's supposed to be a great idea. Well, what a bunch of teenagers have started to realize, that if you scan your code onto the e-bike, and then if somebody puts their code in on the e-bike, and then you steal the bike, they then get charged for the bike, and you get a free one. And then that looks like exactly what happened here. The internet chastised this woman. People on television called her a racist. They said all this nonsense about this poor girl, 6 months pregnant, trying to get a ride home from work, to be robbed by a gang. And let's be honest here, if the races were reversed, do you think it'd be a little bit different? I think so. I don't think Benjamin Crump would have had anything to say. But it turns out Benjamin Crump, the all-time race grifter, not the all-time race grifter, that's got to go to Al Sharpton. But the newest of our time, exactly, she was fired from her job because the internet deemed her a racist. I hope she sues the shit out of every single one of them. I hope she sues the pants off of them and never has to work again. It turns out she's got the receipts for when she checked in the bike and when she checked out the bike. It was hers the entire time. She got labeled a racist because she was getting robbed. It's so egregious. She should sue every single media outlet who ran an uncritical story with the white supremacy narrative. Oh, she felt entitled to this because she's white. No, she felt entitled to it because she paid for it. Sue every single one of them. Just another racial hoax. In our time. One happened about, 6 months ago at BYU that I'm sure most people didn't even know happened. A volleyball player at Duke claimed that people were shouting racial slurs at her. And of course she picked the game against BYU, the whitest school on planet Earth. Nope, turns out none of that happened at all. She just did it just to get famous while her aunt ran for, some elected official position in Atlanta. It's shocking how often this stuff happens. It's shocking. It happens so often, the majority of the time, us on these sorts of podcasts don't even have time to cover the nonsense that goes on here. Unreal. It's shocking how badly this stuff happens and how many times this normally happens. There was another story. Just to jump back onto the crazy transgender thing. In April, a transgender runner, Glenique Frank, beat nearly 14,000 women in the female category of the London Marathon. You don't say. I'm telling you, ladies, if you guys don't fight back against this, you're going to lose all of your sports. We can't do this for you. It's going to come down to women fighting for themselves. Do what Riley Gaines is doing. Sue the pants off these people. And yeah, stop shopping at Target, by the way. That was very odd. Very odd. The tuck bathing suits for children. I don't know what the hell that was all about. That was absolute crap. It was disgusting. Did you guys see that video? Nauseating. Unbelievable. And you know what's so funny, Janet? I'm reading Janet's comment here. No way a pregnant woman after working a 12-hour shift would try to steal a bike from a group of teenagers. You know what's so funny about that? Why does a 6-month pregnant girl need to take a bicycle home in New York City? Why doesn't she just get on the subway or the bus? I'm sure it's probably a lot easier on her back. You know why? Because those aren't safe. Because subways and buses aren't safe. And it turns out when somebody actually tries to stand up for the people on that bus, they get charged with manslaughter. Daniel Penny. This is the world they want to live in. Idiots like AOC want to have mass transit everywhere. They want to have high-speed rail that take you from one end of California to the other in like 2 minutes. Yeah, but what happens if you let a crazy person on there? Now we can't defend ourselves. Daniel Penny tried to defend himself, and he's being brought up on manslaughter charges. And I got news for you, okay? He's probably going to be found guilty. It's going to take up 4 years of his life. Were it not for the $2 million. What the hell is it up to? Let me see. What is Daniel Penny's? Let's see what Daniel Penny's Give, Send, Go is up to now. Oh, look at that. Look at that. $2.7 million. Thank God. Thank you to everybody who donated for that. And everybody who donated to Daniel Penny's Legal Defense Fund, because that kid needs some help. That kid needs some help. Unreal. It's absolutely unbelievable. Why would you take the subway or the bus in the city when you know you're going to be accosted by a drug-addled psychopath and not even be allowed to defend yourself? Or, at the very least, you're going to get on the bus to watch a homeless guy take a shit in a clear plastic bag. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see that at all. But that is the world we live in. That is what has happened to our illustrious city, the capital of the world. It's sad. It's sad what it's become. But that's what happens when you elect Democrats. That's what happens when you elect Democrats. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to wrap up now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll keep you guys informed on everything going on with the immigration stuff here on Long Island. Look, we will see what happens with that. As we move forward, we will see how it's going. Yes, Arrow Pink, Tim Pool gave $20,000 to Daniel Penny's legal fund, so thank you, Tim Pool, for that. I believe Vivek Ramaswamy gave $10,000 also. Yeah, guys, I'll keep you up to date on whatever's going on there. Make sure you guys are following the Rumble page as we get closer and closer to 3,000 on Rumble. Invite your friends to like the Facebook page. Just hit those little three. You know what? Let me see. I'll show you how to do that real quick. I'll show you all how to do that because now I can do that. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Bum, bum, bum. So, guys, if you go to the Facebook page, let me see. Let me pull this over here. Yep, there it is. You guys go to the Facebook page. You can hit these little three dots right here. Go to invite friends, and you can invite all your friends who may not be following the page to follow them. That's the best way to support this channel. Help this channel grow bigger and better. I'll send out a few right there. Boom. Drop them right there. That's the best way to support what we've got going on over here. Guys, once again, go on the Facebook page, hit those three dots, hit invite friends, and then pick out some people. Send them out to as many people as you want. See how that goes. Guys, thank you so much for the support. Help us get to 40,000. I'll see you guys back. Rumble.com/LFA TV at 1 o'clock. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Hello to everybody that I ran into at the Wisconsin Street Fair yesterday. That was a lot of fun. And thank you for everyone who showed up on behalf of Republicans and patriots and God-fearing Americans at the Suffolk County Legislature meeting yesterday. Thank you all so much. I will see you guys back here at 1 o'clock. Until then, everybody, stay loud.